Hallo und herzlich willkommen, students of German 1101 from Louisiana State University Continuing Education Program. Good afternoon, my name is Mike Dettinger and I'm the instructor for German 1101. I wanted to take this time to use this tutorial to show you how to create a voice recording using the Audacity voice recording software, and also to model your first recorded assignment, which is answering the interview questions on page 16 of your textbook or ebook from the interviews Aufgabe 3. If you have not downloaded the Audacity program, you can do so after this. It only takes a few minutes. I've provided the link for you in the detailed Module 1 introduction. And if you have any difficulty locating that, please feel free to contact me. Once you have downloaded the program, you can go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and show you by going to the Start menu here, and you can see it looks like a little wavelength with the headset on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it, and this is what your screen should look like. So if you look at the top of the page, you'll notice you have a lot of stuff going on. You really don't need to worry about all of those features. Only if you're getting into more advanced recordings where you have to do a lot of editing do you have to worry about those. For the purposes of these recordings for your for each module, you really just need to focus on these where my cursor is right now. So you have your record, stop, pause, and play. I'm going to go ahead and model what we're going to do and what you are assigned to do for your first recording task. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record, and then I'm going to go ahead and just answer the questions from that page on page 16, okay? And you can just model the exact same way after me. And here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record. Hallo, ich heiße Michael. Das ist M-I-C-H-A-E-L. Michael. Ich trage gern Jeans und ein T-Shirt und ein Hemd. Ich trage gern blau, grün und rot. Ich bin 33 Jahre alt. Meine Glückszahl ist 8. Okay, there you have it. Quick and painless. I'm going to go ahead and press stop. Okay, and that's what you should do. Speak slowly at first. Speak as clearly as possible. Like I said, you can use mine as a model for yours. Okay, there's really nothing to be worried about. You may be a little uneasy hearing your voice recorded for the first time, but you do get used to it. You'll notice too in this bar down here of my recording that there are a number of these wavelengths. That's indicating that your microphone is working. So if you're just seeing a flat line, you may want to test the recording device, your microphone, on your computer to make sure it is functioning. But if you see these, then you know everything is working just fine. And just a couple of things too. Let's say you are making a recording and you kind of forget what you want to say, or you get lost or distracted and you want to stop where you are. You can, if you do stop like you just did, you can record again, but I'm going to show you what you should not do. I'm going to go ahead and hit record, and you'll see that it's just going to record right over what I just had. So I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. So you don't want to do that. You're going to want to X out of that. If you do press stop, you actually have to drag the cursor back to where you left off, and with your mouse button, the left mouse button, I'm going to click once with the left button right there. Now when I go ahead and hit record again, it's going to go ahead and create a second recording, but it's just going to carry on right from where I left off. An easier way to do that would be to press pause, and then you'll just stop right where you were, and I'm going to unpause it and then it'll continue. Okay, and also if you want to do any kind of editing whatsoever, I'm going to press stop. You can actually drag a little bit with the left mouse cursor, okay, and you can go ahead and cut that if you want with the little scissors marker right there, but it's not absolutely necessary. So if you stumble on these do not have to be perfect as far as recording studio quality goes. I'm just looking for you to be able to work on your pronunciation, practice speaking German, and it'll become easier the more times you do this. So I'm pretty satisfied with those recordings. Now you'll notice I have two here, and I'm going to have a warning when I go to save this. That's perfectly fine. It's going to combine the two into one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. So I'm going to go to the File menu right here, click once. Now I have a number of options. I could save this as a project, but you're not going to be doing that unless you're going to go back and actually work on it and edit it later. But these recordings aren't going to be terribly long, so you probably won't have to do that. Plus, if you do save it as a project, it actually will save it as an Audacity file, and if you send that to me, I will not be able to hear it. So do not send me an Audacity project, please. What you're going to want to do is export it as a WAV file. Okay, you could also export as an MP3, but that requires downloading an additional feature from the Audacity software. It's not difficult, but it is one extra thing to do. So I would just recommend exporting as a WAV. Okay, you'll see I get this warning right here. This is what I told you about. It's going to combine the two into one, which is fine with me because there is no overlap. If there is overlap, then you might want to change that. So I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to go ahead and name it. Okay, and actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to do German 1101 underscore, you can see I've already done this once, underscore Michael, okay, and then personal recording, okay, mod 1 for module 1. As long as you have the course name and your name, that's really the most important thing. If you put what the name of the assignment is, that'll also be helpful, but it's also going to go directly into your file through Moodle. So as long as your name and the course number is there, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to go ahead and press save, and you're all set. You've just created your first recording. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. Best of luck to you this semester. Alles Gute und wir sehen uns bald. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen.